Hi, I'm Chaz Pierce with Insurance Mentor, talking today about homeowners insurance. Most people shop for homeowners insurance the same way they shop for anything else. They just look for the lowest price. And all insurance companies are good at taking your money, but they're all not good at paying your claim. Insurance isn't something that you get to use every day, so you rely on it when something major happens, a fire, a storm, a tornado, a significant loss. And it's in those moments when you find out what you actually bought. At this point, it's too late to change it. So price may have been the focus going in, but when a claim happens, performance is what matters most. So before we go any further, we need to shift how we look at this. Not just what does it cost, but how will it perform when it counts? Because that's the harder part and what will help you solve next. This is a screenshot from the Texas Department of Insurance. They provide regulatory oversight for the insurance industry here in Texas. Here in the middle of this page, you'll find a link to the complaint indexes. Now, these are situations where customers reported their claim was not handled properly, but every reported claim does not mean the carrier did something wrong. In fact, it may get reviewed and the state determines the carrier adjudicated it properly. But in other cases, the state determines the carrier was in the wrong, which does show up in the following reports. And those valid ones end up here. Let me show you how to read this real quick. On the right-hand side, you'll see the line of business, in this case, homeowners. At the bottom, we used companies with greater than 250,000 policies. So we're looking at the majors. The company names are listed here in the second column, and some of those will be familiar. Now, the key number is the complaint index. What that takes is the number of valid complaints and compares it against the total number of policies. So it levels the playing field based on size. Higher scores mean more complaints. And this data is sorted from highest to lowest. So what you're seeing here are the companies with more justified complaints. This is the same data, just sorted the other way to show the lowest complaint scores first. Now, 1.0 is the industry average. So below that is fewer complaints and above that is more. And as you can see, nobody's perfect. We've all heard claim horror stories, but those are just anecdotes. This is a version of that, but expanded statewide and adjusted for size. This is exactly the kind of due diligence an independent agency does behind the scenes. Homeowners insurance isn't a commodity, so it's best to compare on more than price alone. That's the part most people don't see, the claims performance. And that's why having a trusted advisor on your side of the table matters. Insurance Mentor, we guide and let you decide. If you'd like our help in making the right decision for your home, our contact info is right here. Please reach out anytime you're ready.